Hi, it's the Awesome Vegan Gal here, and today I'm doing a video called Foods for Beautiful Skin. Last week I did a video talking about making your own beauty products. So today I have foods that I'm going to show you. So here I have a bowl. You can see some lovely greens here. I don't know if you could see that. And then I have a plate over here full of some lovely different fruit. And I don't know if I can get it in the camera there, if you can see that. Might not be so visible, but I will show them to you as we go through it. And then some other products as well that I'm going to talk about. And also these were in some articles that I read as the flies come around because they see food is around. Also from the People's Co-op newsletter from March, and also from the San Diego edition of the Natural Awakenings magazine from November 2014. So I think it's important to know, you know about foods that will help you have nicer skin. So, one thing they mention is vitamin C rich foods. So things like strawberries, because vitamin C is important for building block for collagen. And 1 cup of strawberries contains more than 100% of your daily vitamin C recommendations. Other vitamin C rich foods include bell peppers, broccoli, pineapple, kiwis, kale, orange, and other fruits and vegetables. And other foods that help you to boost skin collagen would be things like soy. I'm not a big fan of soy, but if it's fermented soy, I think that's better, such as things like tempeh or miso. And then other things rich in isoflavones, whole and fermented soy foods. They help to preserve collagen and also to protect against UV light damage. And another antioxidant is called quercetin, which you find in things like apples, which I have here, a beautiful gala apple, if you can see that. I don't know, I'm not getting the best light here. There we go. Also, citrus, parsley, which I have here, some beautiful parsley. Here I have you some beautiful parsley to show you. Sage, and it provides protection from the UV rays, and also acts as an antihistamine and an anti-inflammatory, which can help keep skin irritations at bay, or these flies at bay. Another important ingredient for radiant skin is omega-3 fatty acids. So great vegetarian sources are things like walnuts, which I have right here, some walnuts in this bag here, if you can see that. There are the walnuts. And then flax seeds and chia seeds. I have some chia seeds here from Navitas Naturals. There, that's a better light like that. And this helps the cells communicate properly to make sure our skin is hydrated and smooth. So, and also foods for a good night's sleep. Because the night is when your body goes through repair, so that's when your skin can also repair itself as well. I'm sorry if I'm not coming in at very good light. It seems like it's not so good right here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Things that help are to eat complex carbohydrates can help you get to sleep, supplying by tryptophan, which is an amino acid that triggers the body to produce serotonin, the neurotransmitter that tells the body to slow down and drift to sleep. Foods high in tryptophan include whole grains, beans, rice, hummus, lentils, hazelnuts, peanuts, sesame seeds, and sunflower seeds. So things like beans. I have some beans over here. This is from Eden Foods. These are their canned beans. These are cannellini beans, and I also have some aduki beans. They sell lots of different other varieties, chickpeas, black-eyed peas, black beans. They have many different ones that you can get. And so those are really good. And to avoid for a restless night's sleep, avoid high-fat foods. And heavy or spicy foods, a problem that people have with that, it interferes with sleep, is heartburn and reflux. So you might want to stay away from spicy foods before you go to sleep, as I'm trying to shoo away the flies as they smell the food. So in this other article in the Natural Awakenings, so it talks about your food choices, because what you put in, it reflects out on your skin as well. I didn't plan to make that a rhyme, but it just did. And sorry again, I'm not getting that good light here. Maybe I need to bring it a little bit closer. There we go. That's a little better. So food choices that optimize our digestion and promote natural detoxification is very important. And so to get healthier skin, hair, etc., there's different foods you could take. And let's see. So raw, whole, plant-based foods are the best things to get and to consume. And this woman here recommends starting with lemon juice in warm water. And here I have a beautiful lemon from the garden, if you can see that. If I'm getting that in enough light. There we go. So she mentions about blending a smoothie called a glowing green smoothie. This is a woman named Kimberly Snyder, who wrote a book called The Beauty Detox Foods. So she recommends mixing 7 cups of spinach, romaine lettuce, which I don't have to show you. I do have it, and then some celery. I have some celery right here. And banana, an apple, and a pear. I do have a pear over here. This is an Asian pear. And I showed you the apple before. And both peeled, quarter chopped, and then 2 tablespoons lemon juice and 2 cups of water. Sounds really yummy. And so when you want to help the body through ongoing cleanses, you want to keep digestive, she calls sludge, out of the body. She recommends a proven detox approach for drinking liquids only between meals to help food digest easier. She also recommends her own probiotic and enzyme salad with 4 cups of shredded cabbage, ginger, cut into strips, 1 teaspoon of caraway seeds, and cold filtered water, all left to naturally ferment in a jar at room temperature for about 5 days, or refrigerated sauerkraut from a health food store. And I do have some fermented food right here. This is from a company called Ozuke that I actually reviewed once before I did a couple of videos for them. This is actually their beets, dulse, and kale. It's really yummy, fermented, organic, raw vegan, no vinegar added, all live food. And they make a bunch of different really neat sauerkrauts and fermented foods that are really good for you as well. And now she also lists the top 50 beauty detox foods. So we're going to go through them, and some I can show you, and some you just might want to mark down yourself and start including them in your own food consumption. So for beautiful skin, she says for youthful skin, you want red bell peppers, coconut, the fresh milk or the oil, avocado, which I have right here, a beautiful avocado, and spinach. Then for radiant skin, watercress, figs, sweet potato, cucumber, and acai. Acai is a berry. You can't always get it fresh here in the United States, but you can probably get it in a powdered form or frozen form. For soft skin, pineapple, almonds, walnuts, and flax seeds, and I did show you the walnuts. For unlined, wrinkle-free skin, pear. Here's the pear again, Asian pear. Cabbage, which I didn't bring out to show you, but I prefer purple cabbage because it's higher in antioxidants. And then the spice turmeric, which is a very high antioxidant-rich food. This is turmeric powder, and if you can find fresh turmeric, you can also use that as well. And I was told by someone, I don't know if she was an Asian woman, that the body absorbs the turmeric better when you grind in a little black pepper, and I never knew that. So there must be some symbiotic relationship between the two that's beneficial. So for clear, blemish-free skin, fermented vegetables like sauerkraut, which I showed you, or kimchi. Some people use something called coconut kefir, which I actually did a video on too, from a company called Inner Eco. And I will try to link some of these products below this video so you can have an idea of them and what foods you might want to look into incorporating into your food style. I don't like calling it a diet, but your food plan. Other foods for clear, blemish-free skin would be things like arugula, onion, raw apple cider vinegar, garlic, and lemon. And for hair, pumpkin seeds. Dulse. Dulse is a type of seaweed. It's actually a purple-colored seaweed. You can get it in a powdered form. You can get it in the whole form. You can get it in granules, in flakes. So it comes in many types of forms. Carrots, radishes, which I have right here, a beautiful red radish. You can see that and hold it up for the camera. And also nutritional yeast, which I have here from Bragg. This is their nutritional yeast right here. Then for beautiful eyes, for bright eyes, papaya, beets, blueberries, and apples. And here's our lovely, this is a beautiful Gale apple I just got at the farmer's market. And then for eliminating dark circles and puffiness, they recommend celery. Celery, which I have right here. Celery is also very high in natural sodium. Collard greens. which what I love doing with collard greens is a number of things. You can put it in a smoothie. You can also, I also chop them very fine, like little fine ribbons, and then massage them with some citrus juice. And you can add avocado and soften them up and eat it like that, and put your other vegetables in there. It's really good. Bananas also, for a beautiful body, recommends for fluid body movement. Things like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, sesame seeds, and romaine lettuce. For cellulite-free, cilantro, parsley, which I have right here, our lovely parsley. And cilantro is also a heavy metal detoxifier in the body, so that's also really good for you. Buckwheat and oat groats. Now you want to be careful if you have a gluten sensitivities to oats, and you want to look for gluten-free oats. There's a company, they're called, I'm trying to remember, Canyon Oats, I believe, and they go by a different name. I forget their name. I might look that up and let you know if you're concerned. Now, buckwheat, if you want to get them in it's better to get them in package. If you buy things in bulk, there might be cross-contamination, so I prefer to buy it in packages. And Bob's Red Mill has some really good products, and they're gluten-free, and they do sell buckwheat groats. And for a toned body, kale, hemp seeds. I didn't show you some hemp seeds. This is also from Navitas Naturals, and it's high also in omegas. And quinoa. We have some quinoa here from a company called True Roots. This is their quinoa that is actually already pre-washed. You can see that. Sorry, the lighting seems to be a little off. There we go. And the flies seem to keep coming back because they smell food. And then millet and chia seeds. I just showed you chia seeds. Again, millet, buckwheat, oats. I go for them in packages. For an inner glow, bee pollen, sunflower seeds, sprouts, and spirulina. And we do have some spirulina here, if I can find it here. This is actually not spirulina. Spirulina or chlorella. So this is chlorella mana. These are actually tablets from Health Force Superfoods. And I did a video about them as well. Whoops, I'm not getting good light here. And should try to get it into the light. There we go. So that's really good. And one thing they didn't mention here that I'm going to mention is grapes. Grapes are very high in antioxidants. I have some beautiful red grapes here. I believe these are Crimson grapes or Thompson. And I also have green grapes. I don't know if they're as high in antioxidants, but they do have antioxidants. And I hope to finish up this video before the flies start really coming at me. So those are a bunch of different things for you to think about to add to your regimen. And again, I'll try to put some links below for some of the things and just list some of the foods for you that would be helpful. But they're all really good foods that you could add in and try to incorporate them through smoothies, through salads, you know, adding different condiments like the turmeric and the hemp and the chia to your salads or even to your smoothies. Nutritional yeast in your salad, beans. I make a lot of spreads with my beans I like to do, or add them to a soup or any kind of thing like that. So there's a lot of different options with all the different foods that I mentioned that you can incorporate and start working at beautiful skin from the inside out, because we have to feed ourselves inside, and then the way we feed ourselves inside, it shows on the outside. So we want to make sure we give us the right nutrition, because that beauty comes from the inside out. That's where it really, really happens. That's where you notice things. People notice that on you. If your skin is nice, if it's healthy, glowing, they notice it, and it has to do with the food you consume. You know, all the antioxidant-rich foods are the ones that's really going to benefit you, because that helps you from the free radicals that are caused from the outside, a lot of times from outside influence, from the environment, from fumes, toxic fumes from cars, from environmental pollution, from agricultural pollution that we can't always control. So let's see if you're on a clean mountaintop somewhere. So otherwise you have to bring foods in that'll help protect you, and also they protect you also from your skin getting burned from the UV rays. A lot of foods have that nutritional component in their makeup, so that's also beneficial. So these are just some things I think are important for people to consider, and that's why I wanted to share this video and talk to you more about how you can have beautiful skin and have foods that will benefit you. So I thank you for watching. It's the Rawesome Vegan Gal.